some sleep?
No, I don't have my energy back, but it's okay.
I'm feeling real old now, right?
Yes,
because,
yes.
My legs did not want a leg yesterday. I'll tell y'all that. I ain't go nowhere until the afternoon. I'm like, I'm not going nowhere. I ain't leaving my bed. I got on the couch. I ain't want to leave my couch. And yeah, I didn't want to come here today, but I'm glad we're here, y'all. Tune in, y'all. Make sure y'all share this live, man.
Absolutely.
Show us some love. We want to hear your comments. We want to hear what you thought about the event on Saturday, man. Huge, over 8,000 people.
Clap it up, man. Clap it up, man. Clap it up. Everybody tell me, how'd you count? We count it.
with our hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, 9, we count it. We count it with our eyes. We count it. We count it. We count it.
No, I think that's an accurate number, though. I know, super excited. The town, not just the town, the county came out.
Yes.
We had folks in representation from as far as Highland Park.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So we got cities.
It was people that drove in, though, from
100%.
different states. Yeah, from
Racine, Kenosha, Milwaukee.
Yeah. It was beautiful, beautiful.
Chicago.
And a lot of people don't know, we started planning this event a while back, which we did, even the first one, we started back a ways back. You know, it wasn't like something quick. This event was planned out. We got a whole committee. We was working back in March, back in February. So to see it turn into what it was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful, beautiful thing, man, straight up. So shout out to everybody who came out. We love y'all. Waukegan representing, a whole lot of love, whole lot of vibes. Shout out to that, man.
For sure.
All the food trucks was in the building as well. Good love.
The food trucks was fooding.
Yeah.
But them lines was long as Black Friday. I went back there, I was like, I ain't finna eat. My sugar was low.
That was the only critique I got. Like, man, y'all need more food trucks. We like, man, we did the best we could do with what we did. We had more people trying to get in the event.
Which is dope.
Which was amazing, but we had to shut it down to, logistical.
You can only find those things out when it happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We thought about it, we talked about it, we made the decision to kind of keep it closed. Shout out to Bruce. Me and Bruce had talked, we were over there by the trucks, and I'm like, Bruce, we're gonna need a few more next year. He's like, definitely, So that's good, man, but we wanted to make sure that the vendor economy was really good for all of the vendors. And I think we definitely did that.
And not just the vendors, but we had, Lucky Scotty's, Dream Lounge, The Vault. That's who I ate from, because they was down there cooking up stuff too. Dream Lounge, it was turkey tips. So it's also a way for us to make sure that the vendors that do come out sell out, but we got to figure out how to get people fed faster.
Yeah.
But when everybody they got their food though, it was good.
Absolutely. If you own this live right now, what I need y'all to do is hit the share button for me. Tag somebody that was at the festival for you. We want your feedback in this live. We want to hear what you thought, hear what you think about it. We've been getting a lot of comments, a lot of raving comments. A lot of people saying, this ain't Waukegan, this ain't. I'm like, this is Waukegan.
They said it ain't Waukegan?
They were saying, this can't be Waukegan. I'm like,
That's
this
crazy.
is Waukegan. This is definitely Waukegan. Hit the share button. G-Mac, what's up? Candace Smith, what's up? If you're on the Crazy Riot Show page, hit the share button, hit the like button, and share the video, man. You know what time it is, man. It's gang them in the building right now.
And listen, man, because we got other events coming up and stuff like that. So y'all need to go to the Juneteenth Lake County, Illinois page and follow the page, man. Because we got a lot that we're doing. We're not just trying to stop this at Juneteenth.
Yeah.
Right? This is a whole movement, Black Outside. That was beautiful, man. Them shirts was nice. The designs were nice.
Shout out to all of the shirt vendors.
Oh, my God. We worked with all of y'all.
Yes. We worked with a few different companies.
But now, and like you said, and the community showed up and showed out. So I know we were having the shirts over at Nature's Emporium shop in Waukegan for pickup. People who had never been in that spot, which is a Black-owned business. They have everything that you need. It's holistic medicines. We're going in, finding that location, buying extra stuff. That's what we have to do. We got to support Black business 365 days a year.
Absolutely.
And that gave us an opportunity to do so. So excited about that. Still a few shirts left, so if you want some, but we sold, a bunch of shirts at the event. Thank y'all for that.
Shout out to Drika.
Shout out to Drika.
Was on the
she
cart
just
with
did
a
that.
box full of
She
shirts.
just did that.
Fam, I got shirts for
Yeah,
sale.
boop, boop,
I got
boop,
loose
boop.
shirts.
Yeah.
Loose shirts.
Loose
I got
squares.
loose shirts for sale.
Drinker was out there on that golf cart. Shout out to Falls Park District. So that's when I say it was the whole community that came together. We had Waukegan Township going to pick up golf carts for us. Everybody came out. Everybody supported.
And we made like $300 on loose Newports. What a fundraiser.
Shut up, man. Talk about some Newports.
Newport shorts.
And just for the feedback part, we anticipated a big crowd when we were planning it.
We did.
But I think all of us can say that we were all kind of blew back a little bit, like, wow. Even still to this day, you really don't know what happened.
100%.
Unless someone tells you, like, bro, because I had a few people tell me, like, bro, you don't know what y'all did. Y'all really snapped, you know what I mean? So I just want to say shout out to us, for real, not just me or nobody else. We all did it. We all came together. Truly a team effort. A lot of people commented, Carlos, yeah, right. Y'all did that last year. Maybe because y'all see me or whatever. Right, I was up there. But we couldn't have did this, bro, without one person. If one person's out of it, it wouldn't have worked the same way.
Let's talk about the committee.
Come on, let's do it.
We got him here. So,
yes.
Come on, the African American Museum.
Come on now,
Shout
Sylvia.
out to her, all her people. Keisha Adams.
Shout out to Keisha.
Shantae Joseph.
Jatavia.
Listen, they was on that parade, y'all. If you love the parade,
man.
Listen, Shantavia.
And they owned it.
Shantavia, why you her doing that? Get the girl new name, Shantae.
Shantavia. We're gonna put both our names together.
We call all of that. Chanel Garrett.
Help with our volunteers and getting them people organized.
You understand? We talked about Wandrika McBride. Shout out to her. Kenya Mason. Sister Tina, I don't want to say your last name wrong. Dindial, thank you. Tina, I'm bad at names. My brother Bruce Wright for the vendors.
My boy Bruce, man.
Man, be working hard, man. You know what I'm saying? Megan Vasquez.
Megan!
Shout out to True Conglomerate, Denise Cooper, Tim Cooper. That's where we at right now.
Shout
We're in their studio right now doing this podcast. Rachel, Chenier, y'all Family First Center.
They snapped.
They snapped. That Kid Zone.
They snapped.
Fam, I wanted to go get in the jumpy house. I wanted some hot dogs.
And we
burgers.
had nothing to do with that. Like, I mean, in a sense of like making sure that they were there.
Yeah.
She brought 40 people to man it with, you know what I mean? And free food and everything. So
they had a 1 million kid march.
But that's what we always said we wanted it to be from the beginning. I know growing up, going to the Juneteenth festivals, you talk about Carlos participating in some of the different events with the drill team, you know, way back in the day.
Yeah.
For a little bit, it had lost that flavor.
Yeah.
And I know the reason I got involved is because I wanted my kids to look forward to Juneteenth. I didn't want it to be something that they dreaded or regretted, right? They like going to the 4th of July parade. They like going trick-or-treating. They love Christmas, you know, even on Easter they get eggs. But then we come to Juneteenth and they like, man, I got to go get lectured to about how hard we have it, you know, as black people, instead of celebrating the fact that we did overcome. And the one thing that I don't like is people who try and make Juneteenth seem as if some type of passive event.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
It was a lot of people who organized, a lot of people who came together in order for slavery to be overturned in the United States. It wasn't something that was just given to black folks. And so having this day, recognizing this day, especially in a country that is still yet striving to be these United States, is important. And not everybody likes what we're doing, but we're going to keep doing it anyway.
Absolutely. And the comparisons that we're getting after the event, and you know, we should have did this. I mean, we're listening. We're reading. We're listening to constructive criticism. Those that want to see it better, we're listening. We're reading because we want a successful event. We don't want to, you know, anything that's not that. You know, so we're listening to things that make sense. For those things that don't make sense, God bless you in the name of Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? You know, we'll see you next year.
But I'll ask y'all. I mean, y'all were on the stage, so both Los and Drew were our hosts. So, and shout out to Carlos, because not only was he the host, but he was he helped with all of our marketing in combination with True Conglomerate. So that's amazing. So that promotion got people there.
Yeah.
But you were a host, and then Drew also did our run of shows. So booking the acts, getting the people there. How did y'all feel walking out on that stage and looking out at that crowd?
Look at my mama. This is
I'm looking at your mom right now, like, come on.
This is
she was
crazy.
getting it. That's my girl. What she
Who got
like
on
for the
that
party.
stage?
It's crazy when you look at your mama, though, and then you see you, though, bro.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
crazy.
Switch the video. No. You just threw me off, Brad.
Shout out to Mama Peaches.
Shout out to my mother, man. She was
That's
lit.
my girl.
Lord help us.
Definitely was lit. They said we finna bring Mama Peaches on the stage. That was Denise.
Right.
Bring Mama Peaches on
She
the stage.
literally,
No,
I'm in a
on the
headset.
stage.
Carlos, Denise. I'm like, Denise, don't do it. And she did it anyway. But yeah, I mean,
But how did you feel?
I've done arena
and,
tours, where I've done a couple arena tours in my life. That felt like a concert. It was a concert. It felt like we was in, to the reference of other people saying, well, I felt like I was in another place.
Yeah.
You really forgot that you were downtown Waukegan when you looked out into that crowd. The crowd was moving. The energy was right. Everything. D-Lo killed it. Snapped. I think he had
shout out to D-Lo.
I think he had the set of the day. But I
agree.
When I was up on that stage, I felt like I was in another place for sure.
What about you, Drew?
Yeah, and mine was in phases, Joe. When I first just pulled up, man, like I just looked at it and I was like, dang, we really at the beginning of something major. Like I felt that sitting on the stage in the beginning when people are just getting there and everything, you know what I'm saying? It looks good. You're just like, wow, look, I could just look all the way down. Now, one of the coldest views that you'll ever get is if you're down on Madison coming towards the stage.
I didn't see that.
And you're behind all of these people and you just see this big old black outside 26 on the screen.
Wow.
That was crazy.
Wow.
So for me, when I saw all of the people out there, like in the evening, and I'm just looking at thousands of people at this stage, thousands of people at the vendors, just having a good time, being together, man. Like it was overwhelming for me in that moment. So I was just like, man, this is crazy.
And the setup was nice too, though.
And we argue, so Carlos, so that y'all know, me and Carlos, we argue about that setup. We argue with vendors. We argue with the city, and nothing negative. It's a lot of that goes into it, and a lot of different things that can go wrong. And so we settled on a way that we can involve all of Washington Street between County and Sheridan. We settled on a way that we could involve as much of Genesee as possible, and I think it worked out for everybody.
Yeah, and logistically, there's going to be something wrong with each setup, right? No matter what you do, something's not going to be right. And Brandon, we got there. I think Denise got there first.
Yeah,
Denise was out there 5 o'clock, 5 a.m. Right?
Morning. Shout out to Denise.
Shout out to Denise Cooper. And then Brandon came out second, and then I came out third. And at that time, on my Snap, I tell the whole story, which is beautiful, from the beginning all the way to the end. So for those that watch me on Snap, they were able to see the setup all the way to the close.
That's dope.
Which I'm gonna make a video showing the whole thing. But we were making changes in that moment, right? In that time, we're like, we gotta do it. We gotta do it. And I said that in our committee meeting the day before. Something's gonna go wrong. We're gonna have to fix some things the day of. That's just what happens. And we did. We did that.
And I know all of us were a part of, we've been a part of different Juneteenth celebrations over the years. Right. But this is the second annual parade and festival. And I know one of the things, 4 hours.
Yeah.
It felt good because we were able to instruct instead of last year. We were setting up ourselves, putting up those tables, doing everything. So it was amazing to see just how year over year, even we talk about the attendance. In 2025, we had 3,000 people. So to have over 100% growth,
absolutely,
we doubled the amount of vendors that we had. Now, and this is the thing, because y'all know I'm the money guy. We did not double the amount of sponsors.
There you go. I was just about to say
so that. It is important that this is an event that we want to keep free. In order for it to remain free, you guys can help us out by supporting, purchasing T-shirts when you see them drop, donating when you can, and it doesn't take a lot, $10, $20. Showing up and supporting and spreading the word, like that's really what it comes down to, because it'll continue to grow. But over 100% growth in 1 year, that's phenomenal.
Absolutely. Drew, keep going with the.
I just had one more person.
Finish.
My sister Shakita. Waukegan Public School System 60. Shout out to them. That was it. That was everybody.
Okay, nice.
And Drew, if you want to keep going, just some of our supports too on that same post we have is all the people, because that's the committee, those are the people who were planning, but it was tons of organizations. We talked about that. Family First just came and said, hey, we want to take over for the kids. That was phenomenal. We got Lake County Community Foundation. They said, hey, we want to support Black art. We're going to make sure that you got money towards the sound and that stage. We had BCU. I'm not going, no shameless plug, but BCU came in order to.
And that's big. Let me say that. When they see BCU on things, which you've done a phenomenal job at partnering with different events and different whatever, I don't think people understand the gravity of that. And I've said that before, where they just think, well, okay, this guy, Brandon, is in an administrative position at this bank, in this beautiful credit union, and he's connecting that bank to our community directly. So shout out to you for that too.
We're committed to supporting the community, and the BCU Freedom Stage is a visible way for us to give back. But you all remember, as we said, we were going to have a festival
Yeah.
As long as we have a stage.
Yeah.
Stage and sound.
Whatever, that's all you need.
So Lake County.
We'll be out there barbecuing.
Whatever it was. So BCU came and said, we'll do the stage in year 1, and Lake County Community Foundation said, we'll come and we'll support the sound. And that's literally where the seed money that allowed us to grow this event. Nice. So love to work for an organization that allows us to give back and support events like this. So It was dope. I was a part of it. But Waukegan Township, as I mentioned, they were doing shuttles, helping with the journey. We had Patino, who actually delivered the stage and the LED wall, all types of vendors. So we are super excited. RF39, True Conglomerate, Calvin Candidates. It takes a village to execute. And we learn. So every year we learn, every year we improve. And that's our goal. So when people say it's not cliquish at all, it's our known knowns.
Yeah.
So we rock with the people who
we
were rocking with when we had no money,
Facts.
because now we know those folks. But what we are looking to do is expand. So you can always come apart and rock with what we got going on and help it be bigger and better. So.
And shout out to Larry Pitts. He said next year we need a 2-day event. Hey, maybe, maybe. I don't know.
Look at Denise.
But that, I know, right. Denise.
But that would be a beautiful thing.
Maybe,
I'm telling you, a full festival.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, it is a festival, but a whole multiple day. That's
absolutely. And this is to your point about inclusivity. Everybody can't be a part of it. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, everybody can't be a part of it. And you can say, well, they're just picking their friends, which I've heard most of my career. He's just involving his friends. Which is not true. You know what I mean? It's not true. I'm not doing anything solely. Drew isn't doing anything solely. Brandon isn't doing anything solely, unless it's involving a financial decision that needs to be made. As far as the show, the talent on the show, hey man, no one's making that decision by themselves. On the screen is Mr. and Mrs. Juneteenth.
That's dope.
The new, and you can see the former king and the former queen crowning our new, which was really dope. That was amazing how that happened like that. What you guys think about that? That was good. I want to
it was phenomenal. And again,
Waukegan
it's
College.
the support. We want to shout out Waukegan College. Last year we were able to give away 2 $500 scholarships. Amazing. But this year we gave away 2 $1,000 scholarships. So we're growing what we can do. We have to support our youth. And shout out to Waukegan College for helping us make that happen. And shout out to our inaugural Mr. and Miss Juneteenth.
And now it'll be like 3, and it'll keep going.
It'll keep going. And I want those pictures. So when 20 years from now, when we see them as our future mayor and our future business owners, we can say we knew them when. So that was dope.
Absolutely. Dwayne Springs says nothing is wrong with your friends. Absolutely nothing is wrong with my friends. But I think that's a dope comment because if I have Drew as a friend and he can host a show at a high level, why not book him for the job? Right. It doesn't make any sense for me not to book him.
But that's the one thing that I will say about Carlos. Carlos, regardless of what people will say, because this might not be the public persona, but he is generally the person that is forcing everybody to work together. One of the concepts that you talked about very early on was we have to make this event too big to fail.
Yes.
A lot of times we get into situations in which we start infighting, or it does become very insular or trying to promote any one specific brand.
Yes.
That's why we said we can't promote any one specific brand. It has to be under Black Outside, has to be under the banner of the African American Museum.
Facts.
And we have to make sure that everybody is at the table who wants to be at the table.
And to speak of the marketing, that's a marketing strategy. I'm gonna give it away on this line right now for those that are listening. That is a marketing strategy that we lean on. Hey, look, we want everybody a part of this because I don't need you over there. We want everybody, because someone commented very early on, it should just be one Juneteenth festival. In a perfect world, yes, right? Yes.
And we're still open to that.
Right, we're still open to that. But we know that that's never going to happen, right? Because some people see their festival how they see their festival. Right. We were blessed. And believe it or not, luck plays a huge part of success. It was supposed to rain on Saturday. Not one drop of rain fell out the sky.
Not one drop. Nobody even cried.
I don't know. Y'all was tearing up. That's what they said.
I almost cried at the end when I did my little thing. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. For real. This is really, we could have went to 12 and it would have been a great time.
But still would have been out there. But people were showing up when we was because they were seeing it on social media and coming out. So
absolutely. Denise would have kicked us in the face, but It's all right. You know, it's all right.
Listen, Denise lived through this whole one. She died 4 times last year.
She died.
This year, she lived through the whole event.
I kept telling Denise, hey, could you sit down, please?
We all did.
Sit down, okay?
We all did. We just need to get a T-shirt for Denise and just say, sit down.
Right. She doing, hey, look.
Set your tail down.
But her and Tim are the opposite. Tim, at some point, Tim was like, man, I don't really care, cuz. Right?
but listen, because here's the thing.
Whatever you got to do, just do it.
Here's the opposite too, though. Even when they break down, their bodies break down. Denise break down at the event. Tim break down the day after.
I ain't doing nothing. Ain't nothing going on.
We be like, where Tim at? He is under the bed.
Tim wanted to cuss me out 3-4 times. I moved the whole damn speaker cabinet to the left. Hey, who turned the speaker? I said, me.
Oh, you owned it. I would have.
No, I didn't. When he asked me, yes. I didn't do it the first time.
Somebody else called us like, don't y'all ever do that again.
It wasn't me.
But this, and I think that's the respect too, is we all respect the fact that we want to put on an excellent event. Mm-hmm. And it allows us to make sure that we are letting each person run what it is that they run. Yeah. When Chanel come to me, and about volunteers, hey, y'all need to talk to Chanel. Chanel, go with her. She's going to tell you where you need to be. Mm-hmm. And if she got a question, she can filter it back. Mm-hmm. Who's coming on stage, hosting it, keeping the energy high. I may know the music that I like, but y'all are in that space, right? You got Bruce is a vendor. He owns a business. Right. So understanding that process, so it's important that we also, the Avengers, when they come together, everybody doesn't do the same. The
Hulk
thing.
is the Hulk,
It's everybody has to do their thing, and then when we come together as a collective, we can do what we did. And
you got to operate at a high level. When you talk about the industry standard, last year the biggest thing that I heard was about the stage. Mm-hmm. They were really blown away by the stage size, the LED wall. That's in standard. That's an industry standard. When you throw an event, even last year, we talk about 3,000 people. That stage we had last year isn't typically the stage you would use for a first year event. Mm-hmm. You got to build to that.
Yeah.
But the industry standard was set by True Conglomerate to say, look, we want a high-end stage. We want a high-end quality product. So when people walk up, they say, oh my God, this ain't no rinky-dink stuff. This is real life stuff. We got comments?
Let me ask a question. If anybody wants to buy a T-shirt, can they still buy
commented.
shirts?
You can still get shirts. We actually are doing something that we haven't done before, so that's why y'all need to follow our page for real. Is because we're going to be dropping some other designs and even some hoodies. It's because we want you to be Black Outside 365.
Sure.
So right now, there are a few shirts that are still left. You can, Zeffy is where the inventory is, and then you can stop at Nature's Emporium in Waukegan and see what inventory they got left. Hey, I'm not gonna call my friend used to be Big Drew, but he's Skinny Drew now. But we got some of the biggest sizes, right? So we got the 3Xs, the 5Xs. We got some of those left, but we will have new inventory stock with some other options. Even Los is wearing our Black Outside last year shirt. I'm wearing a version of our Black Outside 2027 shirt.
And I grew out of mine.
So we will have
multiple
shirts and hats available. So stay tuned on our Facebook page and follow us on our website for that.
Absolutely. Mashawn, shout out to Mashawn. She on here? Oh, shout out to Mashawn.
Hey, she was killing it.
She was out there early. She was
out there early.
And she truly came in and was working. I'm on the headset with Mashawn. She doing the vendor check-in. We talking. She like, they came in. I'm like, good, green light. Come on in. She did a great job.
Where do they need to go? I said, man, and again, she didn't let them go past her.
But even with the vendors, that was and I said this in a meeting before, everybody can't handle everything. Let's just let it be what it is. We had to pivot like a mug when it came to those vendors. And we did. We did a phenomenal job. Tammy Moore says, y'all want to read the comments or y'all want us to read them? Oh, Tammy Moore says, I thought everything was so well executed. I just was taking it all in. Our people, our day, our way.
And shout out to Tammy is because I do have to say this story because a lot of times I tell folks, nobody made $1 million on this event.
Right.
Like, that's not what it is.
Y'all still owe me money.
But none of this happens without the support of people like Tammy Moore. Because Tammy came and she said, hey, I want to do one sponsorship level. And then a couple days later, she reached out and she said, you know what, I actually want to up what it is that what I'm able to do because I believe in what you guys are doing and I want to see it be successful. And having she's with Diamond Mortgage. If you're looking for a mortgage, you need somebody to do your financing. This is a Black mortgage lender right here in Lake County.
Yeah.
And so, again, shout out to her. We appreciate Diamond Mortgage. Diamond Divas. They will get you right, and she stays fly.
Absolutely.
Stays fly.
She always fresh.
Fly.
She always fly. I ain't never seen her dressed down in my life.
But y'all talking about just her though. Her husband.
Her husband,
They be
yeah.
clean.
Dressed,
They be clean.
fam. I mean, like that's why I was losing weight because of them. Because I want to be like that with my wife.
You say, if Put That On was a person. Right?
And Put That On.
Put It On was a person.
I'm like, that's a song, right?
Shout out to Lisa Casey. Lisa was in the crowd. She had a good time. Seen her. She was dancing and
that's
having a
my
good
girl.
time.
Lisa came in. I was so
Lisa
happy to
black
see her.
outside. Lisa black.
Lisa black outside and sometimes inside.
Hey, our state's attorney, no, he didn't wear it, but Holly Kim was out there in her
Holly
black
Kim
outside
was out
shirt.
there.
So shout out to Holly.
Shout out to Holly Kim, man. We love Holly Kim. And speaking of the parade, going to Holly Kim, she was in the parade walking. The parade where we were sitting at, it was last year because it went a little further east, but we stopped at that county. The crowd of people that was at the courthouse, that was amazing to see, bro. Mm-hmm. We had a nice group. I didn't know what the audience looked like, the crowd looked like going west, but I know where I was at. But it was so many people
It
right
grew.
there. It was crazy,
I mean,
bro.
last year we had about 1,000 people on the route. This year we had about 1,500.
Nice,
You know, so
nice,
again,
nice.
that's at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's during the day. People came out, they lined up. Shout out to Waukegan Police Department who made sure that all of that was able to happen safely. Yeah. And then again, we had Megan and Shantae that were our
leaders
for parade committee, and they made sure people got signed up. And they had to just let stuff happen because we had numbers and it's like, hey, people show up, we mix it up, but we learn every year.
Yes.
So and you talked about Mashawn, that was amazing because that's the thing too. Not everybody can meet every Thursday. Yes, that's our commitment. But some folks can say, I can show up the day of and just do what you need to have done. And we need more of those people.
Absolutely. The night of the event, when the lights start to go down and the stage lights started to come up, you really felt like you was in a concert. You really felt like you was at Lala. You felt like you was at Summerfest. The DJs, Varnell, D-Lo, who am I missing that got up there and performed? Lloyd Steffens.
Steffens
I'm going to go DJs last. But the performances in the day, they snapped.
Oh, yes.
They was snapping, bro. They was snapping.
And I missed some of them. And so going back and watching the videos, like even of the Happy Feet steppers. Man.
Oh, yeah.
They were so smooth.
I didn't see that. I didn't see the steppers
dances.
either. Yeah, I didn't see the steppers.
He just renamed y'all the Happy Feet steppers.
There we go.
That's what they are?
No,
that's what you call
It's
them.
something. No, she put on there, man.
The Lake County Line Dance?
No, Lake County Line Dancers were there, but it was the Happy something.
Get my feet. The Happy Feet dancers. Come on, praise God for y'all. And there was one up there in the wheelchair stepping. I ain't ever seen that. Somebody was out there with a wheelchair stepping.
It was Happy Feet Production. So
okay. We both wrong.
We all wrong. You said Happy Feet steppers.
Listen.
Shout out to Alicia Cragen, Reginald Handy.
Yeah.
They teach stepping class
They do.
every
Tuesdays,
week.
right? Tuesdays at 6
Tuesday night, downtown Waukegan, right?
And I'm gonna start to plug it. I ain't gonna drop it yet, but I want to see some stepping at the Ebony Ball. So
Ebony Ball is coming.
As that's coming, know, you might want to go take some of those classes.
Absolutely, y'all
so
better.
be ready.
Y'all better.
Shout out to Gloria Patterson. She sent us a big shout out. She said she made her rounds this weekend to celebrate Juneteenth, and she must admit that all of them were excellent events, but Waukegan did its big one hands down.
And that's Lake County. I know we were in Waukegan, and shout out to our host city, but one of the things I keep highlighting is we pick here because they have a lot of times the most resources. So the police, all of that, they can accommodate crowds of this size. But this is the Lake County Juneteenth Festival. So whether you live in Zion, Highland Park, Antioch, Lake Villa, Libertyville, we want you to come. This is for all of Lake County. It just happens in Waukegan.
Yeah.
You can see the star. That's Brandon's page, I think.
No, I can't.
Shout to Barry. I think that's on the Lake County page. Somebody sent stars. So shout to the star.
Shout out,
Oh, thank y'all for the stars.
Hey, shout to Michelle Lopez too. Shout out to the car people.
Right?
Yeah, Lopez Auto. They fixed my cut.
I got to see them. Shout out to them. They always so nice, man. I love them.
I got to say this about them. Michelle and Manny, Chet, as she calls her husband, they do a phenomenal job of being present at everything.
They do.
They don't have to be in the light. They don't got to be shouted out.
Yeah.
They show up, bro, like for real. So shout out to Michelle and Manny. They do a great job. If you need a car, your car painted, go there. Body work, go there. You get into an accident and the insurance company needs a body shop. They're reputable. They fix my Jeep. They fix my Cutlass. They do everything. Shout out to them.
We have to take a minute to pause on that. One of the things that I was excited about is we talk a lot about Black and brown unity.
Yeah.
And we talk a lot about supporting one another. And I just have to admit that while this is a authentically Black event, we as a committee, should we be Black outside?
Right.
We're going to be Black. We're going to say Black. This is going to be an authentically Black experience, but it's not to the detriment of anybody else.
Facts.
And the fact that we had Center for Immigrant Progress come out and walk with us, the fact that we had Ballet for Lorico out there walking and representing with us, the fact that Mano a Mano stepped up as a sponsor in order to support and walk and march with us. These are brown-led organizations that primarily, impact things that deal with our brown community.
And our printer.
In our printer, right? Like some of the other vendors that we were able to use. Like, these people came out and supported us. And I do want to recognize that.
For sure.
And I want them to know, come back next year, be a part of it, and we want to see that number grow.
Absolutely. In a big way, for sure, definitely. Kiara, she says definitely with the hearts. She on here? Our Juneteenth page.
Chanel gave us a shout out. Hold on, she gave us a couple of shout outs.
Come on, Garrett.
She said the TCW Young Adults, TC Interns, Waukegan Junior JROTC came out and put their hands in the grit and volunteer. So we want to thank them as well.
100%. Thank you, Chanel.
Definitely.
Shout out Brittany. She also finished her volunteer shift and said, where else can she help? So she finished and was like, I could do some more stuff. So
if that's the girl, she stepped up huge. Chanel had to go somewhere, which was amazing because she did a whole bunch of work early. But then if that's the girl who stepped up, Brittany, she was in the gap. Ain't that a church statement? She was in the gap.
She stood in the gap, bro.
She stood in the gap in the name of Jesus.
My teeth.
No.
I got two
gaps. She stood in the gap. She was working her butt out with the vendor tables, numbers. She was going everywhere. She was doing good. So shout out to her.
You got two sweaters. I got two gaps.
Come on now, in the name of in the name.
In the name. But listen, Chanel said something very important.
Yeah.
She said so many families reconnected Saturday that hadn't talked in years. And I think about when you talk about one of the core things that we've been trying to do, it is unity, right? So when you say that we were able to put on an event with the community that brought families back together, I don't care what else happened. To me, that's goals right there.
And that's the one thing, like people, the unfortunate part is when we have these large gatherings, what's gonna go on?
Right.
And I can say and will say, outside of little tiny stuff, there were absolutely no issues. It was peaceful. Everybody was out there to have a good time. It was a family-friendly environment, you know, outside of the twerkers, but we'll talk about that.
We going there soon.
but to go there, because we're there, DJs, shout out to all the DJs, man. The legendary X kicked it off.
L Jam.
After the X, L Jammin' snapped. He was doing all type of DJs, stuff, tricks. After the L Jam and D, after L Jam and D, I want to say P Cutter went next. After P Cutter, it was
younger energy.
Ricky Bobby. After Ricky Bobby, it was Double L. After Double L, it was Gold. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think all those. I think every
and we
DJ
had Skills during the day, right?
Skills. Shout out to DJ Skills.
Shout out to DJ Skills.
Shout out to DJ Skills. Yeah, shout out to DJ
And shout out
Skills.
to Gold. Because Gold was like, I'm going to come early, y'all, set up early. He gave us a board to use. You know what I'm saying? So he came early and kicked it with us, and he ran a couple of the sets throughout the early part of the day.
Yes,
so
he did. He did. Shout out to Skills. I mean, House DJ did a phenomenal job being out there for that long amount of time. He did. You know, he did a great job.
Yeah, we forgot about Shaquita Monique on the stage.
Shaquita!
Hey, she came with it. She got
Shaquita got that energy,
she got the
bro.
new song, Rue.
Yes.
On Apple, you go to Apple Music, Spotify, anywhere you can stream, you can get Rue. But she snapped. She got that energy. She definitely hit the stage. I messed up her track.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that right here on record.
Yeah.
My bad, sister. I messed up your track. I apologize. We got it together. You know, because things do happen. That's what we're talking about. Things do happen.
It's show business.
Didn't want that to happen. But we
yeah.
messed it up a little bit. We put the wrong track on first, and but it worked out.
And she let you know it was wrong.
Oh, she gonna let you know. She said, "We gonna let them get the sound and stuff right tonight, to my delight." Because if they don't, we gonna have to fight.
But speaking of the twerkers are us. No, that's black. No, I'm serious. Someone said to me, that they didn't highlight the twerkers. They highlighted, because that's Desi
Is
Ray.
that your mama right there?
Where? That is my mother.
That was the leader. No.
Right. Shout out to Stack Mo, I see you.
You see Stack?
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Yeah, hey.
Look at Sean, like, what the hell is going on?
Look, hey, she...
Look at this lady.
Shooting.
Why is she shooting in 2026, though? Blaine, you see your grandma up there? You see her? Look at your grandma. Look at her. She's just having a good old time.
So we have a question in the chat. 2 things. Coach Spring said D-Lo called us Zion.
He did. He messed up.
That,
and they got on his aid about that, too. He's like, what up, Zion? And they snapped. Everybody in the crowd snapped. He fixed it.
Second thing, Tammy Moore said we have to normalize celebrating us,
Yes.
and there was so much support for the event from the community. Please talk about the Ebony Ball.
Come on, Tammy.
We'll do the Ebony
Tammy.
Ball in a second. It's coming up, Tammy.
It's coming up.
She's going to be the diamond sponsor of the Ebony Ball. I got a big comment. Shauna Hannah. Oh, that said, hey, Blaine. Shauna Hannah, which is Anita Hannah's daughter.
I got Miss Hannah twerking too. But
I got to buy a painting from Miss Anita too. She says, congratulations, you guys did a phenomenal job of bringing the community together. There was something for all ages. I love that you all paid homage to Miss Johanna Cotton. I was able to prove to a friend that black people actually live in Waukegan.
Wow.
Tiana, what up?
And when you talk about that, right, that's why it's so important for us to come together and support these events.
Yeah.
We're less than 12%, 13% of the population. We know what it looks like. And that's Waukegan.
Yeah.
Countywide is under 7.
Wow.
So we always think of Waukegan, North Chicago, and Zion, but when you expand throughout the county, so it's important for
Hold on,
us.
I got the mayor calling me right now. I'm gonna put him on spot real fast. Mayor, we live on the internet talking about Black Outside. I know you're calling me for something else, but we live on the internet, so just go and say something nice to the people.
All right, listen, man, I have been receiving so many compliments about this weekend. Black Outside, combination with Juneteenth, partnering with the city of Waukegan, Waukegan Township, and a host of other organizations to make this a successful event where people of color, especially, but more importantly for the city of Waukegan to enjoy. And you guys did exactly what was expected of you and some. I want to thank the City of England and that committee. I want to thank the City of Waukegan Township and all the rest of your vendors. But more importantly, I want to thank the residents who made this a success. I am so happy for you and proud of you. But now, expectation is for next year.
Yeah.
Gotta be bigger, better. That's all. That's what happens when you do it right the first time.
Absolutely.
Expectation is bigger and better and brighter. But it is at the end of the day for them, man. I tell you, you got a lot of compliments this weekend.
I appreciate you, Mayor, so much, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir. That's all. That's what I called you.
Oh, you called me for that. Okay, good. Gotcha. All right, man. Thanks, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Shout out to the mayor, man. He showed love. And he was there. He was actually able to make it this year, which was really good.
It's always, it conflicts. And I do have to say, Mayor Rockingham and the city of North Chicago were sponsors and helped too.
Yes.
He just had a conflict. There's like the Mayor Municipal League
yeah.
League of Mayors.
Yeah.
They do the same thing. So we always want to shout out our friends in North Chicago because they rock with us.
And you better.
Anyway, they rock with us.
Carlos.
And that's what we want to see. So there were other cities, and this is the one thing, and I'm putting it out here now. Save the date. Fresh off the presses. June 19th.
Actually, on Juneteenth, yeah.
Next year, June 9th, we always do our event on a Saturday, and it's always controversy. Why y'all don't do it on a date? We don't do it on a date because everybody doesn't have Juneteenth off yet.
Yeah.
And it's people that are trying to see that taken away as a federal holiday.
Yeah.
So what we actually do is we want it to be the Saturday after, essentially, is when it usually happens because that gives the most people the opportunity to come. But next year, June 19th, I don't want to see Libertyville days. I don't want to see, Nostalgia days. If Pride can be a different day and we can figure out how to work that out, Pride Fest, because we want to support one another, but we will be black outside on June 19th. So
we saying it right now. It is June 21st. We're saying it now. June 19th will be the festival. So if anybody book on that day, stop playing.
We know y'all on that.
Because then when we start acting black, because we can, and let me just go here. There is a lot of grace that I get from Brandon Ewing, okay? I just want to let y'all know that. I sometimes have to tap into, well, what would Brandon want me to say? Okay? Because it's time.
Can't piss off the spot.
Right. Because he's thinking in a totally different vein, which is perfect. And this is why I'm saying what I'm saying. There's times where I say, well, I can't say that because Drew is standing next to me, or Drew is a part of this event. Drew is a very, very spiritual person. He's in a different vein than me, so let me think differently. So again.
I'll say it.
So when you provoke, and let me say this too, there's moments that we could be saying a whole lot of crazy stuff, but we choose not to because it's not going to benefit us to snap, you know what I mean? But if you play with us, and that's just all black people, that ain't the committee, we might respond and snap out. So that just comes with it.
Uchi Hefner said we snap. That's the DJ.
That's Big Sexy. Shout my boy Big Sexy, man. Hold it down, man.
He was getting it in.
Shout my boy Uchi. That's D-Lo DJ.
Oh, man. He was hanging out in the BCU van.
Shout out to
yeah. Shout out to you.
Shout out to BCU, man. Straight up. For real.
Oh, chicken was good.
Chicken was good. They say the chicken was good. Absolutely. Tiana Ben says Miss Peaches was getting it.
Uchi, they say, how was the chicken, bro?
Yeah, she was. And a lot of people, even speaking of Uchi and D-Lo, look at them kids. Like go to the split screen, y'all, and show them kids, y'all. Because this part of the event, because we're doing this on concrete. We're doing this whole event on concrete. But some people will say, well, man, y'all need to be on grass. Nah, you know what I mean? We were able to execute. Go back to that one clip with D-Lo, with the kids dancing on this clip right here. And go to the splits. Oh, they got it up main. No, that's cool. Go main. That's fine. Look at the kids' energy in the front. Look at this. This is amazing, man.
They knew every dance.
And they knew the old songs. I was surprised when he went back to them old songs.
Yeah.
The kids were singing. Not Love, but even the other Fantasia's record, they knew them songs.
They knew those songs.
And, man, like, I never saw D-Lo live.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, so let's see how the set.
That's a hell of a show, yeah.
He could do that set for any age group.
Yeah.
And he did.
Yeah.
And it's gonna blaze. Like, he took us through time, fam. We did every dance, every slide. We sang every sing-along song, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah, definitely worked it as the guy coming up, leading up to the headline. He did a phenomenal job.
I don't know. We gotta get D-Lo back next year, I think.
Oh, yeah.
We might have
go back to that picture. Go back to that
picture.
picture. Go back. Producer, go back to the picture you just had up there if you could. Shout out to Tamika Wilson, man. She did a great job.
ILBAC actually came through. That's the Illinois Black.
I always mess it up.
Denise, what does ILBAC stand for? The Illinois Black Alliance Chamber of Commerce. Illinois Black Alliance Chamber of Commerce. ILBAC for short. Tamika Wilson is the executive director, and they came through and they were our village sponsor, what I call sponsor village. Whatever it is. Yeah. But they sponsored all the village, the vendor booths. So they're trying to get more black businesses open. They're trying to support black businesses. And I think what a lot of people don't understand is we don't, and that's why when I say, and I made it a point, nobody got rich, but we also didn't ask anybody to do anything for free. Because if you are a black-owned business, we have to support you, and support doesn't always look like asking you to give away your products and your services.
Yes.
So the people that are out there that are recording, the people that are out there running the stage, the people that are getting on the stage, the people that are doing things in the background, many of us, like myself, volunteered, and I'm wanting to grow this event so that we can bless those people who gave 52 weeks. But again, if you have skills, resources, tools, you can't hit us over the head. But we do want to support business. And so ILBAC is helping us do that, because even some of the vendors had to admit they were not prepared for the amount of people. And so one of the things that I know we want to partner on with ILBAC, Illinois Black Alliance Chamber of Commerce, is to do like a vendor preparedness type of event. So we actually can meet with the vendors, talk about some of the different ways that they can prepare.
Yeah.
Even shout out to Bruce. We had to, and we will do this, but hold people's hand to get through the city process.
Man.
It's not easy to register with the county.
Because some people, you don't have to
easy.
do that stuff too, but hey, you got to be, Waukegan wants you to be a little bit more thorough, which is not a problem. You got to get it done.
And so we're here to help you, and ILBAC is here to help you as well. So shout out to them.
Shout out to Waukegan Township for the golf carts. They came in a huge help to get back and forth. Jerika made $1,000 selling t-shirts, or whatever much money she made.
T-shirts.
Selling t-shirts off a golf cart.
We should have had it behind that bar.
Right. Shout out to the bar. My homie Yesenia, she says, it was so packed at the end of the parade. I had an awesome view. I'm honored to be a part of history. She was driving she has a nice car that she's I think it's a Lexus. She got candy paint on a Lexus.
Oh, come on.
And she was in the car club. She's the only girl that was driving. So
In the car club? That's what's up.
Yeah, shout out to her.
CJ brought that bus.
C&J's,
he
man.
He pulled up. He
That was
got
plugging me, though. Shout out to Miss Juanita. Look at Miss Anita Hannah.
Look at her, acting indignant now.
Shout out the longest sitting member.
Longest serving. And she might be, y'all got to help me out, Hannah's. Is she broken June McGuire's record? June McGuire was on the board for 30-something years. I served 8 years with Miss Hannah. I remember one time we had a conversation. I said, Miss Hannah, you gonna be here when I'm gone. And she is still there. And so I love Miss Hannah. Shout out to her. She had purses and paintings.
Absolutely. I gotta buy some paintings.
And shout out to District 60 because it's the support of people like her, Jeff McBride. Even, I know I'm gonna say her name, but Teresa Placencia. They always come through. They always support these events.
Absolutely.
Since we was in the park, since we was doing stuff in Giant.
Hell yeah.
They've made it a point to support us. So we're happy to partner with them. We wouldn't have been able to do the event without them signing off for us to use just a parking lot. And then we were able to do the kids area right in the District 60 214 Washington building. So shout out to them.
And also the partnership that we have with the city of Waukegan is so huge because of the massive amount of support that we need from Public Works and PD, fire. Like again, if you watch me on Snapchat, you've seen the fire truck pull up and put water in each barrel. You're not thinking that that's a thing. If you're just a goer of the event, you're not thinking that the fire department is coming to fill up all of these barrels. You're not thinking that PD has to work with Public Works to make sure that these Jersey walls are correctly placed, and Denise has to be in the middle of that to make sure that they're in the right spot and move it back. And all those egress, all that stuff, you may just be coming to the event to have a good time, but we're literally logistically making every kind of thing happen.
And Waukegan PD is looking at, I don't want nobody running in the back of y'all stage.
Right.
I want to have y'all, control over this. And sometimes it may feel to us like, their job is to try and keep this event safe.
The unforeseen.
Yep. And that's
because once it happens, and then everybody will say, well, why you didn't do it? But you got to be thorough about it. And I'm usually the rebel, like, hell no. But sometimes I got to shut up.
Usually?
Shout out Foss Park. Shout out to Foss Park. Absolutely. That's who gave us the cards.
Yep, that's what.
The Go. Shout out to the Go. Absolutely.
And Chanel, I gave them their key back. They was talking to us for that key. I dropped it back.
We found it. Okay, good.
I knew we had it today. I thought they was gonna let me have Father's Day. She said, I need that key.
Jesus.
And I went up there and she said, I've been looking for this key. I thought I was gonna have to hunt you down. I said, nah, I'm about to.
That's a beautiful shot right there. That's a beautiful shot. Give me the double split with that. This shot. Shout out to Elite Striders for coming. Shout out to the Michigan City Soul Steppers. They came all the way down from Michigan City.
They did. We had Waukegan Marching Band.
Bubba.
We had the North Chicago Marching Band. Teams was in the parade.
Shout out to Team.
A Lots that was in the parade.
Yes.
We had what other performance groups did we have? We had a few performance groups.
You said that my homie, I'm finna mess her name up. She gonna cuss me out. The Spanish, the Latin girls.
Ballet for
yes,
they were in there. They were killing it.
Yeah,
and I think that's one of the pieces where I love Waukegan and Lake County is how do we mesh as cultures? How can we learn from one another? Because I don't think a lot of people necessarily even know is when we talk about the Underground Railroad, which museum, Underground Railroad Museum, is a lot of times we talk about the people who fled north. We don't talk about the people who fled south into Mexico, right? Because at the time. Spain was letting, if you made it, and
Yeah,
got
you
there.
good.
So there
Yeah,
are
yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of African influences even in Mexico, and mixing, right, with enslaved peoples and indigenous folks.
Absolutely. So my mother's on here right now. So, Joe, I need you to go to that video. Go to the video where my mother's dancing on the stage.
Oh, yeah.
She talking about, shout out to the lady who danced all night. Shout out to that lady, but look at you. Put on the big screen, Joe. Look at you. The low end. Look at you. Representing the low end at a high level. Look at you. Oh, she having a good time, great time. Look, she performing.
That's where you get it from.
That's what they say. I get it from my mama. That's what they say. She's still shooting 20 years later. The shoot dance came out in 2014. You up there doing the shoot. Shout out to my mother. She did a great job. She was on the stage making sure everybody was good. And she stayed. You know, my mom, she usually leaves. She stayed the whole event. So shout out to my mom, absolutely. She got her moment on the stage. Here it is. Look at Shauna. Girl, switch now. Go to another video. All right.
That's hilarious.
And I know one of the things that we did talk about.
Shout out to, I'm sorry,
ahead,
Brandon.
you're good.
Shout out to Jesus' Name in the Lake County Choir. Oh my God.
Listen,
They snapped.
Pastor Tiffany Peppers.
She preached up there.
I told her, I said, you are the ad-libber of the year. I'm coming to your ad-lib class. When he's my peace, he's my peace, he's my joy, I ain't never known God can be so many things, okay? She went in.
What is it,
He's my
omnipotent?
ice cream when I want sweets. I was like, come on, he's my steak. Oh, I was like, man, he's my leaf blower. I was like, go, Pastor. Man, she went off.
They sounded really good too.
Not only do they sound good,
Come on.
but Jesus' name, and I do say it, I get support from other churches, and when I say support, they show up. Jesus' name and JIC write a check.
Yeah.
And why I call that out is because we always want to talk about what the church is or is not doing.
Come on.
And I love Pastor Peppers because she say, listen, last year I came to her, I say, hey, I need you to do a drop. She say, Brandon, all I can do, I'm gonna endorse the gospel hour. So when I do my video, I'm only accountable from 3
To 3:30.
Whatever that other mess.
whatever that is.
Yeah.
That ain't me.
But she also believes in investing in our community and investing in our people and having a celebration. So JIC always comes and they were there, but Jesus' name also steps up. And then this year, or actually it'll be technically 2028, but the celebration of gospel, the salute to gospel
Nice.
that has happened with CLC will be again at Jesus' name. And for the first time, Jesus' name is actually taken over the
Right,
So
right,
we have
right,
to make
right,
sure
right,
that we
right,
continue
right.
to support it. We continue to show up, that we show up black outside or black in the church.
Come on.
For that event coming up in
Absolutely.
February.
Absolutely. I mean, black in the church. We got shirts for sale on the site right now. Hit the Zeffy site.
We're gonna need a hoodie in February.
Hit the
Back in the
Zeffy.
church.
Are we missing anybody? Did we miss anybody?
I'm sure
Paul
we are.
Adams.
Probably. Paul Adams of the Paul
Show.
Adams. Shout out to Paul Adams, man, doing a great job on
Them
the car
cars
show.
was nice.
They was
man.
there.
I
They
didn't
was
get a chance
there.
to really
On
catch
Nostalgia Day, that's hard to do.
Yeah.
It was 5 car shows Saturday around the area, so it was
And
great.
who was that? Was it? And this is what I'm saying. I might be crazy.
Yeah.
But they say Ice-T daughter was who actually drove our not Ice-T, Mr. T's
Mr. T.
daughter was actually who
really?
drove Mr. and Miss Juneteenth. She had that white Cadillac.
Maybe.
No, it probably is. She's a comedian.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name. She's funny, but she's been here in Waukegan before.
She was fly.
Wow, that's dope. I didn't know that. Wow.
And that was the white Cadillac is who drove our Mr. and Miss Juneteenth. And that's something, again, when we came up, and I got to give credit. The original person was Shaquita.
Yeah.
Monique.
Yeah.
Shaquita Blanks.
Yeah.
When they were doing the event in North Chicago, they wanted to do a Mr. and Miss Juneteenth.
Yeah.
And we said that would be phenomenal. So last year we were actually able to do it. This year it continues to expand. We need y'all to help promote it though, because we want to make sure that we get tons of applicants.
We never get a lot of kids to
That's the
enroll in
crazy
it. So yeah, we want more kids to get involved.
But I don't know if like the parents or the community understands. If you see an outstanding young lady, outstanding young man, you can actually nominate them.
Yep.
This isn't something that the kids themselves have to go fill out an application for.
Yeah.
If you just see him and you say, hey, I love Lil Ron Ron. Lil Ron Ron is an exceptional young man, and I want to make sure, I want him to be a nominee for the king, right? you can do that. So I
Absolutely.
want to let y'all know, because we should definitely be getting hundreds of submissions. We should be
Absolutely.
overwhelmed with submissions, because we got some dope kids, some dope young
Facts.
men and young women.
Facts.
And college is expensive, but somebody who's getting ready to send 2 of them there, give me $1,000.
Man.
Yeah.
I'ma
and
get
look,
that.
and we got the king in here. The king.
Yeah, he in here.
King, Mr. Juneteenth is
Where he
here.
at? Where he at?
Right
He's
now.
still
Come
in
here, Daniel.
Oh, he over there working. He over there working.
Come show your face.
Nah, he
don't
say
even
nah.
show
He
his
say
face.
he ain't fly.
Daniel
no
was
more.
fly. That boy had on.
He looked, he had a Obama. That was an Obama suit.
But I had to make him button. Look, he had the buttons down. He just had it unbuttoned all the way down.
Yeah.
I said, this ain't no sex symbol show, boy. You ain't old enough to be a sex symbol yet. Button that up, John Travolta.
Hey, he just hating because we can't wear.
Right.
I'm
I'm gonna get in shape. I'm about to start doing runs and
I'm still
push-ups.
just trying to button up a shirt. So
Shout out
they
to
got
him.
him up there. Look at him, man. That
Boy,
that boy was clean. Had
Shout out to
that
Amaya
crown.
Nicole in the green as well. Because they
Amaya
went
Nicole.
together. They went together.
Yes,
They're
she
matched.
was a queen, y'all.
Yes, sir. Look at the
I quit
crown.
the game. She came.
If I got one critique, they just both happen to be ZBs, but you know it's all right.
Hey, man.
We'll try again.
But that's what we did. I feel like Zion be the quiet town in Lake County. I feel like we don't hear enough from Zion.
But
So
what they
shout out
don't
to
talk
them.
about, there's a higher percentage of black students
Yes.
at Zion High School
Yes.
than at North Chicago or Waukegan.
And I said it last year on the live. Zion has to do better with representation for Juneteenth.
That's true.
I'll say it again, and I'll keep saying it.
Zion, we wanna
In this
see you.
event, because they do their own event. So shout out to
The Zion on the Beach, which was a great event the week
Yes,
before.
Miss Glinda. Shout out to her. Shout out to everybody who worked that. I DJ'd that event. Wonderful, amazing event.
I came.
And maybe they felt like they didn't need to be at this one. But I will say that every other city was there. You know what I mean? As far as the representation, band, Waukegan's band, North Chicago band, cheerleaders. I would love to see the ZBs in the parade, walking, doing some cool stuff.
And
I
that's
think
the
that'd be
one
dope.
thing that people can be prepared about, because like we talked about, we can make it a band competition.
Yeah.
And what I liked about Waukegan, because y'all know I was the president for a little bit.
Yeah.
81% of the students
Yeah.
are Hispanic.
Yeah.
And what they do is they try and make sure they learn a
Oh, yeah.
black piece
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah,
music,
yeah, yeah,
right,
yeah,
to
yeah,
perform.
yeah,
So it doesn't
yeah,
matter.
yeah.
Stevenson can come out
Yes.
and they can learn
Yeah.
a piece of music, because we have the HBCU experience,
Yeah.
which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And make your band learn a different style.
And they did that. They did that. Both bands did
Both
that.
did. North
Yeah,
Chicago.
yeah,
And so that's how other bands can also be involved. So
Absolutely,
dope.
absolutely. But yeah, I mean, it was a wonderful event. Shout out to all the sponsors, everybody who gave whatever you get. Shout out to Legacy Rings Your Friend. I want to shout out Legacy. They always,
out to Legacy.
They always tell me I don't shout them out.
Hey, George
shout out to
Moore was out
Legacy.
there stunting.
George is out there. George is out there. He was out there. He sat on the car for the
Yes.
parade. Shout out to
He
shout out to
became a
George
hood
Moore.
ornament. Shout out to my brother.
Shout out to Duffy. Shout out to my homie Todd.
Taja.
Taja. Shout out
So
to
we didn't talk
Taja.
about a host.
Yes, do it.
Sorry, Zataja Duffy. Shout out to Robin Yvette.
Yes,
came
yes.
through. Shout out to Tia, Miss Illinois.
out to Tia holding it
y'all.
down.
All right, our sister. Listen, she has a podcast right here, Good Grief.
Absolutely.
So y'all can check her out here
Absolutely.
and on YouTube. Who else we got?
Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. You
Man, I
did a
ain't
great
did
job,
nothing,
man.
I
You
ain't
did
did
a
never
great
what I'm
job.
supposed to do. I just wanted to be a part, man. Shout out to you, brother. You know,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
that's what we do. Anybody else we forgetting?
we are, but again, we don't hear about it.
They gonna call us.
listen.
So I ain't do nothing.
Don't charge us, y'all. We ain't forgetting. We actually we wanted to make sure we did this. All right.
Sharon Epps.
We did have Sharon Epps on the stage.
Sharon
Epps don't
Epps.
play no games.
Come
She
on now.
our Lake County Maya Angelou.
Yes.
Okay, do you hear me?
Yes.
And I love her. No, I'm gonna tell you what I love about her, because she's very thoughtful. If she knows you and she loves you, your birthday or something come up, you will have a spoken word piece
That's
on
amazing.
Facebook. She will say, Denise, you need peace. Always yelling and cussing and fussing. Up in here talking about nothing. See?
Shout out to Sharon Epps, man, for real on bro.
And the one thing I know, because we done had a positive live and we right at time, and I appreciate y'all for rocking with us.
Definitely.
Is I want to. Los was out there on Father's Day. I was out there on Father's Day.
Yeah.
We had
I wasn't.
Steve
Sorry.
was out there
Absolutely.
on Father's
Absolutely.
Day. We had a couple. My wife came out.
She
Ivana
sure did.
Fulton
Yeah,
came out.
yeah.
You know, so it was.
Steve, you said Steve,
I
right?
said Steve, yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear you say something.
But it was a few different. Who, the owner of what's his name? Jamaican restaurant we had at the event, but. Again, we had over about 6 to 10 people who came out to help.
Oh, yes. I know you're talking about. Yes.
Is that the Island Flavors?
Yeah, Island
There you
Flavors
go, there you
came
go,
out.
there you
They
go.
were,
Yeah.
and that's what it is. It takes a village. I will say, for those of y'all that came, y'all was
come to your
messy.
house.
Man.
Y'all was messy. And again, we know with an event of this size, everybody can't clean up, but we had garbage cans and everything. That's something that we do want to get better at next year. But what I will say is we didn't do anything different than anybody else.
Anybody else.
And shout out to the city they were out there on Sunday morning, making sure they were helping us. So we got it started. They came through, said, hey, don't worry about the little stuff. We're going to blow it into the street. We're going to get the street sweepers out here. Yeah. Shout out to what y'all did. So
and also, it was such a large event, and it's such a large. I think any concert you're going to have that, right? But in response to us getting up that early is a testament of our integrity, and I'll say that as self-centered as it sounds, as self-supporting or promoting as it sounds. We got up at 7 o'clock and was out there picking it up with our hands. So it wasn't, the city came in and showed love. Public Works came down and showed crazy love. Shout out to Alonzo for coming down and blowing this stuff out. But we'd have been out there all day to get it done. And that just speaks to our integrity. For those who are just trying to find something, again, we're just gonna tell you God bless you, and we'll see you next year when it's 4 times the size it was this year. But that support we got from the city was beautiful.
So with wrapping up, one of the things that we want to do, and we talk about the African American Museum, and we talk about celebrating Black culture, is we want to be able to celebrate Black art, Black history. And I told y'all, again, I can't help it. People may get mad at it. I'm the money man. So I look at dollars and cents. And the only way we can continue to see something like this grow is if we invest in it. The only way that we can preserve Black history, Black art, and Black music is if we invest in it. And so one of the things that we are trying to do is grow past one event, but also to create a fund that preserves history here in Lake County, right? So that we can put on events like Juneteenth and other things. And we also want to elevate the type of events that we're able to do. So right now we are in the early planning stages of the Ebony Ball.
Yes.
So the Ebony Ball is going to be an evening in Black. It's going to be a formal event. It is going to be ticketed, so I don't want to hear y'all about everything.
Come on now.
Be free. Juneteenth gonna stay free.
Come on now.
This won't be free, but
this
it will
proof
be.
That we was out there this early. I just want to let y'all know. Go ahead, Go ahead.
And we had a young lady, I don't know, but she got over 12,000 followers. She was dope.
I did see her.
I can't see her.
Live. That's it. She did a parade thing, and she did the
and she did it. Yes. We want to see and get in touch with us because we want to figure out how to include you.
Yes.
We want younger voices at the table. We used to be the young folks in the room. We had ties up there.
Yeah, right. Which is beautiful. We
do need more young voices.
We need more young voices at the table. We want to. But I do want to say the Ebony Ball right now, last Saturday in January, is going to be the kickoff to Black History Month, January 30th. We're currently finding the venue and the details, but we're excited about that. Save the date. If you want to be a part of the planning, if you want to help sponsor, we're going to do it. We're going to do it big, and it's going to be something that Lake County has never seen before.
And we're also celebrating my birthday.
Come on. For the 4th time.
Yeah, we don't know.
Birthday in 1 year.
Official birthday. We won't be doing it on a Tuesday this year. I want to ask a question.
Yeah.
I'll put us on the spot. We get a lot of flack behind the scenes, right? A lot of people got stuff to say because they say I wasn't included. I might have been a DJ that wanted to be included. I might be an artist that wanted to be included on the stage.
Yeah.
How do we connect to the community to say, hey, we want to give some opportunities? Because the truth of the matter is, we don't just be picking people and leaving people out because we don't want to mess with y'all.
Yeah.
It's a cycle, fam. We can only do so much in one day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So can't have everybody. We got to have a few. I know we had some of the same people this year on the DJ side.
On the DJ side, but very few on the other side.
Yeah, does that rotate?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Do we do more community stuff? Do we give them a link to say, hey, if you want to do it? Because I'm going to be honest, being on the stage, the quality is going to have something to do with who gets on the stage. Now, we may have another stage next year or something in the years to come that are for the things that are not up to the standard that we actually are going to set, call them gatekeepers or whatever, but this is a production that it has to look a certain way.
I'll say for the rappers out there, if you're talking about crazy stuff, you're not going to be on the stage.
Yeah, real talk.
I'm just going to keep it 1,000. I was once an artist who rapped, but I wasn't rapping about killing nobody. You know what I mean? I wasn't just rapping about shooting and with a Glock and with a switch. That's not going to happen. You know what I mean?
It's got to be in a theme of Juneteenth.
It's got to be in a theme of just positive stuff. It don't got to be positive, like overly stale or lame. In a sense of, the rappers that are around here, and they exist, like a great artist, like a Quarter to Great or a Quarter Key, not to put him on blast, I could see him on the stage, or other artists that put out quality music that's not talking about craziness. If you got records, but guess what, Drew? No one said to us, hey, can I get a shot on the stage?
Right.
Can you guys give me 10 minutes and make it make sense and enough time for us to consider it, you know what I mean? So I would say, who wasn't on the event this year, reach out to us. Send us some music. Hey, what did y'all think about this? Put me on this year. I think this will work.
And we're going to give you a place to do that.
Yeah.
So you're not just sending it to Brandon. You're not sending it to me. You're not sending it to Lowe's.
Right.
We don't want to be the contact for that. We want to do it
centrally,
in an organized way, okay?
Yes.
And I want to say this. If you feel like we slighted you, you feel like we left you out on purpose or whatever, we want to tell you now we didn't.
No.
And we apologize if you feel that way, all
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So reach out to us, because some of y'all we don't even know.
Yeah.
I'm old as hell. I don't know some of y'all.
Yeah.
I don't listen to a lot of y'all music. I'm gonna be honest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not because I don't like you, I just don't listen to it. So we need to hear it. So send it to us so we can hear it and we can help pump you. I mean, we are a platform, so we'll figure something out.
Yeah. And everybody's not going to be on it.
And you might get a
Everybody's not
no.
gonna be on it.
Don't be mad if you get a no. It's not a slight, but okay.
Can you guys talk about the process of the experience you're trying to create in your town?
Well, how about you do it? You could speak to it.
Denise is gonna yell at us. No, the process is
Janice does it. She does it. So go ahead.
I mean, the process of talent. We're looking at the talent. We're looking at the level of quality. We're looking at what you bring to the table, right? Followers, all of that stuff matters. You know what I mean? What's your platform? You know what I mean? You can't just put anybody on a stage like this.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just real. You know, that's the bottom line. Not that we hate anybody, don't like anybody.
And you're not going to get too many opportunities like this either, or neither are we aren't, right? And let's say 20 years from now, we're still doing the same event at the same level.
I ain't gonna be
That's
here.
right. That's what I'm saying. That's not what we want to do. So we want to promote the elevation of it. It's about quality. It's about process. It's about the industry standard. It's something I teach any student that I've ever taught in my life. I teach them about the standard of industry. But some of us in the region of everywhere, this exists in LA, this exists in New York, this exists in Atlanta, where there's a standard, but there are other people operating under that standard because they don't understand the standard. And being able to perform at that standard, you have to be ready for it. And
Gotta be ready.
we want to make sure everybody's
Maybe
ready
that's
for
an
it and be ready.
opportunity
And that's
For
what
them to get ready for it. Yeah.
100%. And
Yeah.
some of I guess I'm not going to put anybody on blast, but some of the performers
Yeah.
got nervous. Is
Oh, yeah,
because they're not
yeah,
used
yeah,
to performing in that large of a group.
For sure.
So it's not to say you'll never be ready, but I do know, and Denise, she's talking in the background, she's still managing us, was telling us, it's when we sat down, we sat down and we created 10 kind of things that we wanted to focus on. So we wanted safety, we wanted a celebration of Black culture, we wanted it to be family focused, we wanted to make sure that as a committee we stayed accountable. So yeah, like 10 things that we agreed to. And so again, rap music is dope. I love it. I listen to it. I pulled up here at True Conglomerate, bumping Key Glock.
Yeah.
I may not invite Key Glock.
Right,
We
right,
argued
right.
about having Jeezy.
Right.
And you know what I mean?
Right,
So there are
right.
people that we can even bring, but because of the overall event, and we want to make sure, the comment that I got was that everybody from 9 months to 99 years old was able to see themselves and enjoy the music and enjoy the day. They might not have enjoyed every aspect of the day.
Yeah.
But they were like, hey, I could deal with, I don't know all this hippity bibbity bop, but I see these kids dancing and responding to it, so I'm gonna enjoy it. And then I like this over here and this R&B and they singing, we had gospel.
Yeah.
So we want to create something for everybody. Help us continue to do that.
And if I could just be brutally honest, and this may hurt a little bit for those that are who fit into the slot. If you're a local rapper, not even local rapper, scratch that. If you're an artist, and your music hasn't translated into people knowing it, it's hard to put you on a stage like that. And I know that's tough to say out loud, but it's very true. And then the artist would say back to me, well, they can get to know it from that, which you're absolutely correct about that as well. So they work evenly to make sense. But imagine if I had 4 rappers jump on the stage, or even singers. Well, with singers is a little different, because I think you can have a song sung and somebody can be like, okay, I like that, but it's still harder to break through when you have someone singing their own material and no one knows it like that. And we did have Shaquita get up and perform some original music, but I do want to say, if you got a record and it's in rotation and you pushing it and people know it and they want to see you and you got people that want to come see you, those are the artists that we're looking for a stage like this. And there's opportunity to build that, and we can help you do that too.
Yep. All right.
Shout out to D-Lo. They said D-Lo was amazing. Get Back Gang. Tezo says, Carlos, you are an amazing DJ, brother. You were at the event in Waukegan recently. Yeah, shout out to that. He also says, my brother's Juneteenth was an absolute movie. Tammy Moore says she's definitely sponsoring the Ebony Ball.
Love it.
She says, Tammy says, let me get our outfits together for the Ebony Ball.
All black, Tammy. You gotta show out.
Chanel Garrett says she's so ready. Anita Hannah says, I wanted to come help, but I was aching. Shout out to Anita Hannah. He was dancing.
Yeah, I bet so.
He was out there dancing, yeah. Miss Michelle says, did y'all mention the Elite Striders? Yes, we did mention the national champion
and
Elite Striders.
And not only Elite Striders, I got to call out Samia Charity. It's
Shout
because not only did she say, hey, we going to show up, they had another event in Libertyville Days.
Yeah.
And then not only did they have another event in Libertyville, but she helped connect us with other drill teams.
Shout out to Lynn from Michigan City.
Lynn from Michigan City. Yeah. Some of them told us they was coming back, but it don't matter.
Yeah.
What we can say is that we want to continue to give our kids platforms to perform. And so shout out to everybody that came out and everything that she's doing with that program.
Yes.
Which is growing. So we love to see it.
Yes. Over 10 years running, y'all. Should make sure the Elite Striders. All right, I think that'll do it for us, man. I think everybody had a good time. You close us out, Drew?
We had a good time. We're going to close out in prayer.
Shout out to D-Lo for praying over the crowd.
D-Lo prayed over the crowd. That was stuff I missed.
He did. He prayed.
I said you wouldn't believe this, but D-Lo prayed.
He's a very...
Because we was talking about Glow. Glow did an altar call last year.
Right.
So y'all better complain.
Right. No. The website.
It's Juneteenth, LakeCountyIL.com. It's going to be updated. So again, people, when are the vendors dropping? When is this dropping? We push everything through our social media. We don't have everybody's email. We are looking to create an email database, but for now, follow us on social media, visit our website in order for you to get information as it comes up.
Is there a way right now, we're starting early, is there a way if I am a sponsor, how can I start my sponsorship right now for next year?
You can reach out to just DM us, drop it in the page, let us know. We will get in contact with you. And what we're asking, and I guess I will end with this, is we have to stop funding events and start funding movements. And what I'm actually trying to do is move us away from a sponsorship model that gets them to write a check for one day. And what we want to do is create, again, a fund that celebrates and funds Black history and Black art. And what we want to do with those monies is create the Ebony Ball, which will be our kind of signature fundraiser event, and it'll allow us to keep Juneteenth free. But it'll also be able to host those classes where we, like, I wish that I could pan around this room.
Right.
Shout out to Workforce Development. Because of them, we also have interns that are working with production. So this whole live that you're watching, we're at True Conglomerate.
Come on camera. Let me put them on camera. Come on, all the interns, come on camera.
Production interns.
All y'all. Come on, hurry up. Hurry up. Go. Come on.
They don't want to be on camera.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Especially my boy, he got the drip.
Right, he flee.
Come on.
Right.
And y'all just come wave, but we got.
Come on, Blaine. You're an intern too. Come on, man. Come on the stage. All the way on the stage. Come on the stage.
Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside.
This Mr. Juneteenth right here, y'all. He lit. He lit.
He don't even wear full sleeves.
But no, seriously, what we want to do and what we plan to do with those monies is invest in programs like this, like Carlos is saying, artist development, learning how to do promotion. One of the things that separated us is y'all see all these graphics?
Yeah.
The stuff that we've been able to do, the Green Book, that's True Conglomerate. And they're not holding that information. They're trying to train the next generation. Absolutely. And so, again, when we reach out for sponsors or people who want to sponsor that movement, that's what it is. It's going to be an investment in Black history and Black art. And what we are going to do is create a fund that we will use so we can make these events sustainable. So that even though me, Carlos, and Drew not going to be up there at 20 on the stage or in 20 years on the stage, what we will do is we'll have the future solidified and they'll have investment and seed money and they won't be in the same situation that we were, where it was a good situation. We have elders who have laid the groundwork and had that foundation, but we ain't had no money. We started with $0 in the bank. And now for the first time, we actually can roll over something so that we can continue to make this event grow. So thank you to all of those who came through. There are too many sponsors for us to shout out on this live, but we got to thank you post coming again soon.
Absolutely. Shout out to everybody tuned in, man. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all energy. For real.
One day,
Absolutely.
God bless.
when the glory comes, it'll be ours. It'll be ours.
One day.
They ain't want me at the school, but the kids still feel me. Try to throw dirt, but the truth too filthy. Banned from the halls cause I spoke too loud, but I stand for the youth, that's what makes me proud. They said I was in a gang, I laughed, said calmly. Now I rap the whole county. From North Chicago down to Waukegan.